What is up, guys? Welcome back to another video. My name is Nash, and today I'm going to be talking about business majors that you need to avoid. Now, I'm not just going to give you a list. I'm going to be explaining why you need to avoid certain business majors and why some others may be more valuable than the ones you need to avoid. Now, the way I'm going to do this, I'm going to split this into two different categories. The first one is going to be generalization, and the second one is going to be specialization. Now, the ones you want to avoid are going to be the degrees that fall under generalization. So if you look into business, there might be, business degrees like entrepreneurship, project management, business management. Those are too general. Those are the degrees that are going to teach you everything under the umbrella of business, right? If you're learning business management, you're going to learn a little bit of accounting, finance, statistics, things like that. Project management, same thing. You're going to learn a lot of things, but you don't really specialize in one thing. Now, if we go into the specialization part, you're going to look at things like accounting, finance, statistics, things like that. Those are going to be degrees that are worth it because you're specializing in a skill. Now, I say this because if you go into the job market, you're going to have more value specializing in something when compared to someone who generalizes anything. Even on the job, the person that's more replaceable is going to be the person that's general, right? But if you specialize in something, you're going to be able to keep your job because you add more value to the business. You're not easy to replace. So that leads me into one of the biggest problems when it comes to generalizations, which is going to be you're easily replaceable, right? So if you generalize in something, it's easy enough for someone else to learn. But if you specialize in something, it's a skill that that's not going to be easy to replicate or to train someone overnight to replace you. Now, it's also possible to specialize in something that does not have any value. So you want to make sure that you're specializing in something that has value on the job market. That's why I always talk about finance and accounting. You can go into statistics as well. Those are going to be specializations that are going to guarantee you a job on the job market. You can work at any company, right? All right, so if you are going to take away anything from this, make sure that you pick a major that specializes in a skill, right? That is going to give you a lot of value on the job market. All right, so now let's say you picked finance. So once you pick that, you're going to need to specialize some more because finance is a huge field, right? Even though it's pretty specific, right? You work in finance, but there's so many routes you can go. You can go to corporate finance, you can go to investment banking, nonprofit finance. So you need to specialize more. And also another advantage of specializing in a skill is it allows you to be able to open a business. So think about if you were an accounting major and you got your CPA and things like that. In the future, if you want to open your own practice, you're going to be able to do that. Now, think about if you were a business management major, can you open your own business? What are the chances that you're going to open a business management company and you're actually going to be successful, right? Think about that. Think about if you majored in project management, can you open a business that is based on project management? It's going to be a lot harder than someone who's opening up an accounting firm, right? Because they have that specific skill. All right, so moving on to the next part, which is going to be degrees that are specializing in something, but they're not worth getting in college, right? It's not worth doing the 4 years in college getting these degrees. One of them is going to be marketing. So you do not want to go to school for marketing. And that is because marketing changes every day. It's changing how we market things. Now we have Facebook ads, we have TikTok. These are things that might not be taught in schools. So when you graduate, you have a marketing degree, you have to relearn. So one of the best things that I can tell you when it comes, if you are really passionate about marketing, is you need to get certifications, right? Those are going to be more valuable than a degree. So make sure you go for the certifications, not the degree. It's not worth the 4 years. The next one is going to be human resources. So if you are getting a business degree focusing on human resources, that is a waste of time. You don't need to do the 4 years because you can essentially just go ahead and get certified without even needing college, and you can work as a human resources manager. We can also talk about real estate as well. There are business degrees in real estate which are pointless because you can get your license within a couple of months. You can even look into business analytics. Do not go to school for 4 years for business analytics when you can major in finance or accounting and then get a business analytics certification. So those are some of the majors that you want to avoid. If you're going to take anything away from this video, is the difference between generalization and specialization. You do not want to generalize because you're easily replaceable at the job and you do not have a lot of value on the job marketplace. Now, you want to specialize because that gives you a certain skill, but when you do specialize, make sure you specialize in something that actually has value: accounting, finance, statistics, things like that. That's where you want to specialize. Now, if you specialize in something like accounting or finance, let's say finance, you can specialize even more within the finance world. You can specialize in corporate finance, investment banking, financial advising. You can specialize in that, but it's a lot easier to change specializations once you're already in a field. Like, you can switch from being a financial advisor to being investment banker, from being an investment banker to being a corporate financial analyst, and things like that. So that is why specialization is a lot better. And lastly, there are some business degrees that seem like they're specializing in something, but it is not worth the 4 years in debt if you're taking out loans to go to school. And these are going to be degrees that you can easily get certificates for and have the same chances as someone that went to school for that. But that is pretty much it for this video. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know if you want to add anything else to this or if I missed anything. But thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys on the next one.